Happy Valentine's, ladies. So today's Facebook Live, I thought I would just add a fun factor to it. And I found this teddy bear and the rose, which says, Te quiero con todo mi corazón. So if you're watching this and you have a loved one, I am sending love to everybody in the universe, basically. And if you've got like loved ones, which can be friends, family, every day is like Valentine's. And if you're taking out the opportunity today to enjoy it as well, I say go for it and don't feel any guilt for enjoying it. And if you didn't have the opportunity to spend it with loved ones, I would also say look at it as a self-pampering day. And each day as a self-pampering day as well. And the right opportunities will always present themselves when you have the opportunity to see your loved ones soon or your future potential life partner. I call them life partners nowadays. They don't necessarily need to be life partners. They could be short-term. It's what takes your fancy. So before I get carried on with this live session, it's going to be about let me start all over again. So I'm even going to look, it's about selecting prospective clients like you would as your life partner. So that's like the what I decided to do is like a Valentine's theme. Just lost my thought there for a minute, and I had like the title there, the heading. My name is Chico Matenda, and I'm based in the UK. And as you're joining, whether it's on live or replay, do feel free to introduce yourself. Let me know where you're checking in from, or even just to press the like button so that I can acknowledge you for having spent some minutes with me and for watching this live as well. And if you feel propelled that this is something that somebody else, another lady, could benefit from listening to, then do share it out to them as well. So the reason why I'm here is my life vision. I'm connected to imparting the knowledge that I've learned over the years with women, connecting with them. And my overall purpose is to be able to give back to girls' causes and women's causes. And so in thinking about our lifestyle type businesses, that's what I mainly talk about, is how you turn your life passions, your creative side, into online profits and make it a lifestyle business. So this topic, I was thinking about the relationships that we develop personally. So thinking about how you go about developing a relationship with somebody that you are attracted to. What draws you to them? Yeah, so looking at all the qualities that you choose in a potential life partner. What prompts you in your gut feeling to go for those type of emotions? What do you look for when you're searching, or not even searching, you're just drawn to that person? And so looking at those qualities that you've listed out, can you also flip it? Yeah, flip it around to consider applying the same type of high standard you apply for yourself when you're looking for your ideal client. Okay, because sometimes we take that little bit for granted. The difficulty being that sometimes as women, we feel like a sense of guilt about the prices we charge, about the type of business that we choose. So the pricing is like thinking that it might be too pricey to charge this price. Or the business might be, oh, I'm not qualified enough, or I don't have enough skills. So it's looking at it in a way that it is okay. You can own a high standard that you want to own and feel proud of it. Charge the price that you feel intuitively you want to charge, because what you're giving is of value based on the skills that you've already learned and the skills that you're going to acquire along the way in your life. Okay, so I paused down like a few questions. When I mean paused, it's like I noted down a few questions as well as on my podcast. So anything I do on live, I also record on a podcast initially, and I usually have guidance there. So on my timeline, on this timeline, you will see links to my podcast. So do feel free to visit. It's Chico CFM. The podcast is called Podbean. Yeah, so it's Podbean podcast. I'll put the links and I'll attach it to this live session as well. So the questions that came up as I was thinking about this, it just arose as I was like talking the topic. It arose as I was talking to like a friend of mine who may see this live at some point, who knows, but about dating experiences. And then also after I went to see 50 Shades Freed. Yes, indeed, I did watch it. So by watching that particular movie and the trilogy, I've watched them before, there's certain qualities that enable us to be drawn to a 50 Shades type character based on, for me, it's like the confidence that a man exudes and the independence, as well as like the lifestyle, not necessarily about the money, although money does help in life, let's not deny that, but it's about the confidence, the motivation, how ready and prepared they are in life. So are those the type of qualities that you want to be able to find in your customers and prospective clients, rather than going around like on social media or offline or other platforms, just, chasing people who are not really motivated, who are not ready yet to be invested in what you have to offer. Yeah, so when you chase, in some cases, the likelihood is that you may burn out, mentally, and then because you're using your energy as well, and you may also end up disappointed that you're not finding people. Yeah, it's not about not finding people. It's about being very clear about your ideal lifetime customer. Lifetime, it means that there's some value in that relationship that you're building over time, just like you would be in a dating relationship. When a relationship is just starting, you go through that infatuation, or we all go through infatuation. We're like, oh my goodness, we admire this person. What are they all about? Then we go through the dating process, wanting to know that person. Then we go through all these emotions of, it can evolve into love, and then it lasts a bit longer, but without even like confirmation. So the same can be applied to developing a prospective client that can ultimately just be drawn to you. So drawn to you due to the value that you add for them in the work that you do and produce, and due to the surroundings that you go to. Okay, you choose purposefully and intentionally, just as you would with a lifetime partner. Okay, so I hope this is making sense. So the type of questions that I put down were, what type of qualities do you look out for in your partner? And what motivated you to become attracted to that person? And what sort of ideas do you have about what you wouldn't accept in a life partner? Okay, so what would that dating profile look like if you had taken time just to write it down? What would it look like in reality? What are the do's? My hair is just like that. So what are the things that you would be ticking on that list? And some of them you wouldn't be ticking because that person does not align with your core values. There's something that there isn't the mutual understanding or the mutual attraction, because I think even in customer relations, there's a mutual attraction which develops, which is a know, like, and trust factor. That's part of the process. There's also the attraction because of what you're offering, or vice versa. You gravitate towards a client because of the need that they have expressed, and you want to be able to offer them a solution. So you're attracted to that. Energy is energy, so we're all driven by that in one form or another. So I hope this live video has given you a little bit of insight into how you can plan for and be creative around creating your ideal customer. Never feel regrets about your pricing. That can always be reviewed over time, but it's about having an equilibrium to the point that you're not depriving yourself of a livelihood just in place of just giving and not giving yourself anything back. Trust in you that you can set the bar as high as you want it in terms of helping you to exude your confidence to attract the people that you want to attract in business, so that the work that you do then becomes more fulfilling. Okay, so I'll leave it here. Do take the time to either create like a fun evening with like girlfriends or a girlfriend, or even a coffee, highlighting all the qualities that you would look for in an ideal partner. Then see how you can flip that around and to see where that fits in with your ideal client as well. So bye for me for now, until next time.